do is actually under this first slide here that you downloaded. If you haven't, you need to download this PowerPoint. It's the p-app underscore cap1 underscore science. It's right below this video, so go ahead and make sure you download this, as well as there is an image, two images that you need to download as well, okay? So the first thing that I want to do is actually change this name at the bottom. I'm going to change it to my last name. You need to change it to your first and your last name. If it's not big enough, all you need to do is take this and move it over a little bit just to make the box a little bit bigger for your name if you need to. So insert your name down here just so I know who completed this actual project, okay? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to go to the Outline tab here, Outline, which shows what's on each thing. I'm going to move actually to the second slide here. So first I'm going to go down to the second slide, and then I'm going to go back here to this one because I want to show you something. So what I have done here is I'm on the What is Science outline part, and if I hit enter, it's going to actually create a whole new slide. This gray box here means a whole new slide. But if I hit tab, it's actually going to go right here and be my subheader for this. So in my subheader, I'm going to type the word science means knowledge, there we go, in Latin. Okay, it's just like a little fun, like, look at me down here, okay? Now, I want us to go back to the slides, so if you need to pause at any time, please do so you can keep up. So I'm going to go back to the slides, and I'm going to click on this one here, and I actually want to make this stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to click on the box. I'm going to go to Format right here next to the Home tab, go to Format. I'm going to change the fill to, right here is our theme colors. Remember, if we are working in a theme, we want to continue to use those theme colors. So I'm going to use this one right here. There we go. Must not have clicked on it. Theme color right there. It just makes it a little bit bolder and it stands out. I am also going to, you know what, do a little adjustment on my text style. So I can scroll over and pick different text styles. If I pick that one, it's a little gray. I was looking for a more like that. So if you can find one that's white, looks like it's standing out. If you go back to the Home tab, we can center this text. We can make it bigger, like probably a 66 maybe. And then I would, yeah, it looks pretty cool right there. We can leave it right there as is. It's just kind of centered in this area. It says, what is science? And then the word science means knowledge in Latin. That's all the changes that we've done to this second one. So what this slideshow is almost like a first year teacher or maybe a second year, whatever. And you guys know how you choose electives. This PowerPoint is actually an elective PowerPoint, which is showing people, in some of the core classes, it's showing people your options for science. So you can take all these different classes. So this is what this PowerPoint is doing. It's a little bit of a push onto what you would like to do someday, okay? So now, the next one says science answers questions, okay? So what I want us to do there is I want us to actually insert a picture. And you have downloaded a picture. It should be under your folder. It's the one called Structure, right there. Okay, it's the one called Structure. It looks like you're looking up like a tower, like an energy tower. You're going to hit Insert. Okay, so we have inserted an image right there as well. Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to the fourth slide here. The fourth slide, we need to do a blank layout on this one. Blank layout, okay? Now, if I have a blank layout and I say I want to go ahead and actually change the layout, all I need to do is go up here to Layout, and I want to change this to the title only, okay? So I'm going to change it to the title only. So now I have this here, and I actually want to change this to the scientific method. Okay, so what is the scientific method? The scientific method says that if we want to test how something works, we ask the question, we do the research, we construct how we think the end is going to work, and then we test that hypothesis and draw a conclusion, okay? So we want to show how that scientific method works. I want you to go to Smart Art, go to cycle, and then I want you to actually select this one right here, which is like the arrows going on to the next one. If we select these arrows, now the text pane should pop up automatically. If it does not, all you need to do is click this button right here, okay, and to insert the text pane. And all we're doing is going to type in these things. So I want to say ask a question, and then if I hit enter, it's just going to add another one. So do research. If I hit the down button, it's going to just go to the next one. Construct a hypothesis. If you need to pause this at any time, please do. Test hypothesis. And draw a conclusion. Okay. And now I have some extra ones down here. All I need to do is click in front of them and hit delete. Click in front of them and hit delete. And then I can go right back to this here. Okay. Now, mine is a little bit bigger than the area that I have allowed for it. You can do this, like go up here and you can actually change what it looks like. So I'm going to go to process, and this time I'm going to go to this one right here. Okay. I just picked one of them under process. This is what it looks like right now. I'll make it a little bigger. Okay, so my words are a little hard to see. So if I go back up here to process, I can pick a different one. So if I try, I like this arrow one maybe. Okay, so that arrow one looks pretty cool. I'm going to drag it and drop it here so it's a little bit more center. Maybe move it down a little bit, and all you do is use your arrows for that. Okay. We can change the colors of it. So if I want it to be multicolored, or if I want it to be more of the orange colors, I would strongly suggest doing this. It just makes things pop out. So this is what I'm going to do. I just made it a cool, like 5 different colors, right? Stands out a little bit more maybe. Okay, so the next thing that I want us to do is I actually want us to insert a table into this. So I want us to go down here. We're going to insert another slide. So go up to home, go to new slide, and this time I want us to do a title and content. So title and content. Okay. And up here we're going to type disciplines requiring combined knowledge. Okay. We'll figure out what all this means here in a little bit, okay? Now, I need to create a table, and how I do that is easily by clicking on this button right here. It says create a table if I hover over it, but this is the table button, so we're going to hit that. We need to do 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 rows. 4 columns and 6 rows. And we're going to hit OK. Okay, on this, so the easiest thing for you to do is to probably try to follow along and then just pause it when I'm done typing, okay? Biology, knowledge, chemistry, knowledge, physics, and I'm going to hit down here, biochemistry, genetics, forensic science, geology, and nuclear chemistry. And then we got to go in and add some X's. So I'm going to add an X here and an X here. And then I'm going to add one here and here. And then I'm going to add one here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. And here, here, and here. Okay, so what I've done so far is I have added some stuff to this that just says that disciplines requiring the combined knowledge. These are things that if we want to get into any of these classes right here, we kind of need to have this stuff right here. So it's saying, do we need to have biology knowledge? Yes. Do we need to have chemistry knowledge? Yes. Do we need to have physics? On the first two, no. On the last three, yes. So this is just a requirement. So if you're going into these fields, these are things that you'd want to look for, okay? We can go ahead, we can rechange the coloring of a table by simply going up here, and there are different options. Obviously, these are structured based on our coloring theme of our actual PowerPoint. So this PowerPoint came with a theme. So I want to go up here and pick one of these that looks a little more appealing to the eye. So maybe this one? Nah, not at all. Go back to that one, or even like a green would look fine too, something along those lines, okay? So all I did is go in and actually put that back in there, okay? It does say that the columns with the X's, it wants us to center align them, so all we need to do is highlight them, go up here to center align, to put them center aligned in there, right? We could drag this table down a little bit so it's not right underneath this little arrow. It's up to you though, if you like it or you prefer it that way, okay? Okay, so now I want to go actually back up to this slide 2 here, and I want to change the background of this. So how I change the background of something, actually, you know what? Let's add a whole nother slide to this, okay? So let's go right here and go to new slide, and this time let's do a to content slide right here, okay? To content. So now I have this. I want you to type science is up here. And then down here, I want you to type, oops, I don't want to insert an image. I want to type in here, a collection of knowledge that is used to explain the world around us. So a collection of knowledge that is used to explain the world around us, period. Easy peasy. The second one, we are going to type a way of uncovering new pieces of knowledge. A way of uncovering new pieces of knowledge. Okay, again, if you need to pause it, please do so, okay? So now, I actually want to change the background on this, and this is another image that you actually downloaded called DNA. So what I need to do is actually click on the main slide. Try not to click on any one of these. So if you click in this, you'll get a blue border around it. We just need to click below it, and it'll pop away, okay? When we are on the themes page right here, let's go to background, go to format background, okay? Go to picture or texture and choose picture. I want to choose in my folder, wherever I saved it at. I have a DNA one. I want us to insert this one, okay? I want us to change the transparency to 50%. That should automatically pop up right here. So change the transparency and hit apply, okay? Now I want us to select this text box and this one. So how we do that is shift to select them both. Go back to the home tab. We need to change the font size to around 36, make them a little bit bigger, okay? We should change the text color to maybe this dark gray. So I'm going to try to select this dark gray, or dark black almost it looks, okay? And then let's adjust this a little bit, make it a little bit bigger as well. It's our title, so science is the 48, okay? Okay. So now the last slide that we need to add in here, we're going to do a title slide again right here, okay? And we're going to put thank you for watching, okay? And created by your name again, okay? Now in here, I would strongly recommend that you center align it just like that so it looks kind of fun. Now your last step before you submit this entire project